Hello again, everybody. I'm Mick Hubert. Actually, I'm not. I'm Pat Dooley. This is Robbie Andreu of the Gainesville Sun, and we are getting ready to head out to lovely Baton Rouge. Actually, one of our favorite stops out there.
Yeah,
Robbie.
it is. I've always liked Baton Rouge. It's, semi-annual trip.
Yeah, every other year. That'd be twice a year. It'd be semi-annual. No, every other year we go.
Every other year.
It's funny because last time we went out there was the game really that kind of changed Florida's offense and changed Urban Meyer. I talked to him about it this summer, and I told him, I said, I wondered about you because he was going 5 wide.
It was a complete meltdown,
with no wide receivers. And Florida lost that game with 5 turnovers, by the way. And they may need 5 turnovers again to win this game.
Yeah, they might. I mean, it's a tough test, and it's a tough matchup problem for Florida in a lot of ways. This is an experienced LSU team, very fast, suffocating defense. It's going to be a tough road game.
LSU is Auburn's defense on steroids. I don't mean that literally, although they might be, but it is a bigger, faster, stronger version of Auburn's defense, which pretty much shut down Florida. Yeah,
and you look at Glenn Dorsey, Pat. Has anybody blocked him in the last 2 years? It's like he's impossible to block, and he gets the push that Florida and every other team in the league wishes they had to push up the middle, and it just makes everybody else better on that defensive front.
Well, the good news for Florida, Robbie, Bubba Caldwell should be back. I know you talked to him and did a story on him this week, and he seems fired up, ready to go.
He's jacked up. He wants to play. He didn't come back his senior year to get hurt again and sit out games, so he's ready to play. And I think that's one matchup where Florida has an edge. If they can exploit that, the speed and the depth at wide receiver, I think they have a chance to, make some big plays on this defense. And if you can do that and take advantage of your scoring opportunities, you're going to have a chance.
Plus, your offensive coordinator is not going to be coming off appendicitis surgery.
No.
Maybe that'll help.
No, he shouldn't be groggy at all. He should be alert and ready to go.
I mean, they've got to show a little innovation. There hasn't been much the last 2 weeks, and I think that's what everybody's kind of looking for. And then defensively, I think they are what they are.
Yeah.
And LSU's, if they're smart, they'll throw short passes and try to hit them with some traps because they seem to be susceptible to that.
Yeah, but I know, Pat, that LSU was flat against Tulane. But if you look at the first half, Tulane was able to get some pressure on Matt Flynn. It changed the whole complexion of that half. I think Florida, if they can somehow generate a little pressure and force them into passing situations, I think they have a chance to get stops and get the ball and maybe turn field position a few times. And I think if you're Florida on offense, you've got to have success on first down. You cannot get in second and long, third and long. LSU just feasts on situations like that.
It's funny you mentioned that because LSU's, I think they're tied for last in giving up sacks. They've given up more sacks, I think, along with Auburn than any other team. So their offensive line is a little bit of shaky. And again, Florida is a team that maybe now can start playing the way they're kind of the team we thought they were going to be anyway.
Yeah.
Not this team that after the Tennessee game, they were the uber team. They were going to kill everybody. Now they're kind of like a normal football team. Maybe that'll help.
I think Urban Meyer was pretty pleased about certain aspects of the Auburn game. Some young guys on defense actually came of age a little bit in the second half, and I think he thinks that now they can keep improving and building, and that was the way this thing looked all along coming into the year. Young, you're going to get better as the year goes along. They have a chance to do that now. I
think I wrote this week. It wouldn't hurt to trust those guys a little more than he is. I think he's kind of said, well, we know what Harvin and Tebow can do. Let's count on them.
Let's throw him the ball, run the ball.
Yeah, and I think it's time to kind of say, hey, look, that's 5 games in. Let's see what kind of team it is. Not that I'm one to tell him what to do.
No.
I mean, he's been pretty successful. In fact, 20-3 since that game in Baton Rouge. Not
like you said, Pat, you've got talented young kids. At some point, you're going to have to say, cover the guy in front of you.
Yeah.
We're going to blitz and try to make a play here. And if we get burned, we'll line up and do it again next time.
Well, we'll see what happens in Baton Rouge, and looking forward to getting out there. Red Stick.
What's your pick, Pat? I mean, have you got a feel?
I'm picking the Mighty Tigers. I just think defensively, Florida's not shown me enough to make me think that they'll be able to slow them down as much as LSU will be able to slow down Florida. But as you
pointed out last week.
Yeah, exactly. We tried to tell everybody last week anything can happen in college football. Auburn, Florida's been a great series, and look what happened with LSU, Florida. I mean, I know you, Robbie, feel like Florida's got a much better chance than I do.
Yeah, I not only think they have a chance, I think Florida's going to somehow find a way to win this game.
Maybe on a Kyle Morris throw it out of bounds with no time left.
You never know. I'm just saying that maybe it's Florida's turn to have a game like that and somehow win a game.
It's funny, though. I think you're going to see a lot of people pick Florida.
because of that. Yeah.
Because of that, and that I don't know. But not that matters who they pick.
But I think they're going to play harder than they've played all year, and I think they've learned from Auburn what kind of passion it takes to win on the road. Auburn showed them how to win on the road. The passion you have to play with, the fact that you don't give up when things go bad, and you keep playing hard. And Auburn did that, won the game here. Florida can do the same there.
Before we go, the last thing is the told Tony Joner thing. Do you think the distraction and having seen your captain stripped of his captaincy, how much of an effect do you think that'll have?
I don't think it has much at all, Pat. When you practice all week and you're with your teammates, you're not distracted by things like that. I don't think, we create the distraction a little bit, and I haven't been distracted.
I haven't.
No, you haven't, but, the media has created a distraction maybe for the police and the towing people, but I don't think the Florida football team's been too distracted.
Oh, my car's double parked out there. We better go. This is Pat Dooley, Robbie Andreu from the Gainesville Sun saying so long. We'll see you next time.